Okay, standing tall. Spread the toes, lift the toes up and then drop them down. Pull the tummy in, lengthen the spine, and let's just roll the shoulders up, back and down. So let's take a big breath in as the shoulders lift. Breathe out as they roll back and down. Breathing in and breathing out. Hands on shoulders, elbows forward, up, back and round. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. And relax, just release the whole spine. And then let's come to the pelvis, grip the hips, relax the knees, and start to move through pelvic tilt. So drawing the belly button towards the backbone, softening down the tailbone, keeping the upper part of the body still, so it's just the lower half of the body moving. You need your knees relaxed to get it to move. And then find your neutral pelvis in the middle, pull up through the thighs. Let's sway the weight forward, come up onto the toes and balance. Arms above the head if that feels okay. Sway back so you can pick up your toes. Good. Breathing in to lengthen. And breathing out to lower and pick up the toes. Let's have 2 more of those, please. I'll just change this camera angle slightly. Just give your legs a shake, feet shoulder width, tuck under once again, hands on shoulders, breathing in, breathing out, rotate into the corner, hips are forward, come center, breathe in, breathe out, rotate, center, breathe in, breathe out, rotate. Stay forward if possible, so little squeeze into the glutes. Last one. And relax, give the arms and legs a shake. Bring the feet fairly narrow now. Tuck under, palms up, shoulders squeeze. Breathe in. As you breathe out, squeeze your shoulders and turn your head to the right. And then release. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn the head to the left. So it's a very slight nod of the chin. So you've got lengthening up the back of the neck. Breathe out and squeeze. Breathe in, release. Breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in, release. Couple more. And last one. Good. Arms down. Let's move through side bend. So again, we want the hips to remain still. Knees are soft. Feet are grounded, so the weight is even through both feet. Start to reach away. If that feels okay. Two more. And last one. Good, relax, okay. Split stance, so quite small, so just a small step forward on one foot, doesn't matter which one. Hands behind the back, soften down the knees. Long spine as we hip hinge. Can you open your chest and draw your shoulder blades together, and you don't want your head to drop below your shoulders. So breathing in on the way down. Lengthening the spine, squeezing the glutes, breathing out to come back up. Let's have 2 more of those. Breathing in as you hinge, breathing out as you come back slowly. Last one. Good. Release your hands. Take a big step back into a calf stretch. Good. Just link your fingers in front and open out the upper back. So drop your head. Imagine you're holding a big ball. And then release your hands and come into dart. So lifting up, breathing in. Breathing out, pushing down, squeezing the shoulders, pressing the palms together. Lengthening up, inhaling. Exhaling, coming down and squeezing. Couple more, breathing in. Breathing out. And one more time. Brill. Pump the arms towards each other. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Give those arms a shake. Have a bit of a release there. And then change. So feet hip width and then step forward on the other foot. So soften the knees, lengthen the spine, keep the chest open and the shoulder blades drawn together. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up, feeling the stretch, the length of the hamstring. Chest remains higher than shoulders as we go forward. One more. Good. Bigger step back so that we feel the calf stretch. Link the fingers in front, elbows out to the side, head is down. Push a little bit more into that front leg if you can. And then release the hands into dart. Heel rises, breathe in. Breathe out, come down. Shoulder squeeze. Inhaling up. Exhaling down and squeezing. Keep that moving. Two more. Last one. Holding with the arms back and the heel down. Pump the arms towards each other as though you're trying to clap your hands behind your back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Good. Give everything a good shake there. Can you come onto your thighs into a squat position and then pelvic tilt here? So try to keep your shoulders and your head still. Try to just work through the pelvis and the lower back. So we draw the belly button in towards the backbone, squeeze the glutes and tuck under and up, and then we release. One more time. Tuck and release. Uncurl. Brill. Okay, let's come into squat. Feet slightly wider than they were before. Let's sit back into squat and hold here. Let's pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch up. Lift your right heel. Come down into squat and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Change. Lift your left heel. Sit back and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Let's repeat that. Sit back, pulse. Right heel lifts. So we're going to keep moving. We're going to do 2 or 3 more sets. We want to finish with one where the left heel raises. So I've got 2 to go. And my last one. And then coming up and just giving everything a bit of a shake there. So keeping the feet shoulder width, fingertips together in front for bow and arrow this time. So make sure your knees are not locked and your tail is tucked under. Inhale, exhale, pull, bow and arrow. Turn the head, look over the shoulder. Reach forward, inhale, exhale, other side. Let's keep that moving, please. Just going to open a window. So we want to finish with one on the left, so I've got 2 to go. And my last one. Brill. Feet come narrow. Fingers to temples, lift the rib cage. Up and across to the right corner. Squeeze the glutes. Come on up, breathe in. Actually, breathe in on the way down, sorry. Wrong breath pattern. Breathe out on the way up. Breathing in on the way down. And out on the way up. Two more. Squeeze those glutes. Make sure you're not taking this in the back. And last one. And relax. Brill. Give everything a shake. Pick up your weights, please. So let's have a look at lunge. Right foot forward, left foot back. So we want a wide stance. So we want to really start this in a calf stretch. So the knee is over the ankle. So when you're ready, we're going to lift the heel and keep the heel lifted. Long spine as we hip hinge and come down. Then come up and curl. Shoulder press, your back heel stays off the floor if you can. So hip hinge, making sure the knee tracks over the ankle. So the back knee needs to be working. So back knee lowers towards the floor as we breathe in. And breathe out as we press. Slow, continuous movement. We're going to do 2 more sets on this leg. My last one. So once you finish, just give those legs a shake and then change sides. So 1 foot forward, 1 back, press the heel down. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Lift the heel, long spine, hip hinge, down we go. So knee over ankle, back knee lowering towards the floor, curling up, shoulder pressing. Slow, continuous movement. I'm breathing in on the way down. And I'm breathing out on the press. Super, let's keep this moving. Good. Two more. So last one. And relax. Brill, give your legs a shake. Get rid of your weights. Let's have a look at your roll down. So grab a drink first if you need one. Feet under hip sockets. Tail tucked under. Lengthening the arms up, breathing in, looking up if you can. Arms coming down, breathing out. Chin on your chest. Round your shoulders. Roll down, just down the rib cage. Feel the stretch in between the shoulder blades. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll up. Good, arms up, inhale. Arms down, exhale. Nod your chin. Round your shoulders, bend your knees. Can you come till your hands are maybe just below the knees or shin height? And really let the arms, the head, the neck all relax. Breathe in, breathe out, roll up. So keep this moving at your own pace. We're going to go a little bit lower each time. You can stay with me. But just make sure you're breathing naturally as you go, please. Might take you 2 or 3 breaths. Now you're going lower. Might want to stay there a bit longer. Does it feel tight? Do you need to hang about there? So optional extension on the way up. Now, as I come down this time, I'm going to try and get quite low. So I'm going to hold my elbows to keep my hands off the floor. Drop my head and look through my legs. My knees are still slightly bent, but I want to, if I can, keep the knees bent, but lift my tailbone up a little bit more to stretch into my hamstrings. Good. Now from here, you can roll up if you wish, or you can put your palms down and walk forwards into downward dog. So once you're in downward dog, again, just spend as long as you need there to get it to stretch. So you might have straight or bent legs, you might want to hold, you might want to pedal your feet. But whichever one you're doing, push your chest and your head towards your knees. And so from here, once again, you can come up if that's right for you, or you can pull forward and hold a plank. Couple of breaths, and then you can drop to your knees and you can press up 1 or 2 and then come back and just follow that sequence in reverse. Downward dog, maybe holding or maybe walking straight back and rolling up. So whatever is right for you there. So let's keep everything moving slowly. Nice, steady breaths as we go. Spending a couple of breaths in each position. so that we have time to stretch. And so I'd like you to do at least one more round of everything, and then we'll set ourselves up on the floor once you've done that. So take your time, make sure everything's thoroughly warmed up and stretched. And so once you've finished your last one, we'll set ourselves up with the rest of our equipment on the floor. And so just take a minute to get where you need to be, maybe tip your screen. So when we come into cat stretch, we're on all fours, hands under shoulders, and we roll from the pelvis first. So you can do cat, into cow if that feels good. So you can do flexion and extension if it's not too much load on your lower back. But if it irritates your back, then don't do it. Let's sit back on our heels, head on hands, and just relax there. Push your bottom towards your feet and take some breath. Bring your hands to the side of your knees. Support your body weight. Uncurl your spine. Coming forwards onto all fours. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Superman. So we're going to go right finger, left toe, lengthen away and lift. Stay with the right. If you can, go to the diagonal corners. Bit more challenging on the balance. If that's too wobbly, just stay moving straight forward and backward. Coming up to number 4 now. And changing to the other side. So either reaching forwards or diagonal corners if your hip is okay with that. So generally the arm likes going diagonally, but your leg might not. But it's good for your hip if you can get it there. So the more mobility we can keep through the hips, the better. I tend to have lots of range through our shoulders, but not much range through our hips. So keep changing. Each time you get to 4, 4 on the right and 4 on the left. Head staying in line with spine, breathing out to extend. Keeping the thumb on top as the arm extends. I want you to keep moving until you've done a final set of 4 on the left arm. And then I want you once again to come back either to cat stretch or shell stretch. So release the back, maybe release the wrists, the shoulders. Hands under shoulders, support the weight. Roll up slowly. Good. So we're going to kneel on the hog. Now, if you're not good on the hog, please kneel on a cushion, and you want 1 dumbbell. So I've got my knees the full width of the hog. Picking up my weight. Now, if you need to tuck your toes under at the back, tuck them under. If you'd rather be on a cushion, fine, on a cushion. Release the toes if you can. Squeeze the glutes, make sure you're not tucking backwards. And then just curl up to waist height there. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, turn your shoulders. Don't let your arms come away. Come center and turn your shoulders the opposite way. Good. So the arms themselves are not moving. It's the shoulders and the waist. If it feels okay, can you lift 1 foot or 2 feet? And then continue to rotate. Breathe out. And breathe in. Two more. Keep those toes lifted if you can. You might be having a little wobble. Come center and just sit back for a second. Come forward again and we'll change it slightly. So come back up. Toes can be on the floor or you can lift them again if it feels okay. Curl, shoulder press. Come down and lower. Keep that moving. Curl, oops. Shoulder press, squeeze the glutes. So if you've got cramp or it's gone into your back, just take your toes down and work with your toes down. Got 3 to go. 3, oops. 2. 1. And come down. Brill. Get rid of the weight. Guys, just where you are, and put your hands down to do this if you need to. Take one leg in front so that we can stretch the hip. So foot in front, and you want to be able to see the whole of the foot, and then push forward and stretch this hip here. So hands can be on the thighs or on the floor, wherever you want them. Hold. And then come back, change legs. You can put your hands on the floor to change if you need to. Foot quite far forward so you can see the whole of your foot. Tuck your bottom under and then press into the stretch. So I don't want my knee to go over my toes, so I'm going to take my foot a bit further forward and then I can sink a little bit more deeply into the stretch. So really good stretch through the hip flexor and the quadricep of the back leg. Hold in there. And then coming back, and then coming off the back of your hog, and then sitting down on your mat, please. So sit yourself down, put your weights either side of you, and you're going to want your chi ball behind you. But let's just stretch the back out from that last exercise first. So once you've got all your bits, just come down into slump stretch for me there and just relax your back. Let it stretch. Take some breaths. And then uncurl the spine. Brill. Let's go half roll back. So ball behind you, line it up with your bottom, and then take it back a few inches. Hold your legs with your heels dug in. Take a roll or two and just see that it's in the right position to support you but challenge you. Once you're happy, it's doing what it needs to. Inhaling up, exhaling, scooping and rolling into bow and arrow. So we want this to be a nice, slow, continuous flow. As we scoop and roll, load the abs and the waist, rolling back, restacking the spine. Good, breathing out as we roll. turning as we come forward. Come forward, have a stretch. And so now that it's released, working a little bit more on strength. Grab a dumbbell if you can. Push your dumbbell up. Roll back, land on the ball, and rotate for 4, 3, 2, 1. So make sure your shoulders are turning. Okay, you can't turn your spine by moving your arms. You need to rotate the shoulders to rotate the spine and work the waist. Good. So we're going to keep this moving if we can. If it's gone into your back, maybe get rid of your weight or go back to singles or just have a stretch. I'm going to do 2 more sets. So last set. I'm going to come forward and relax. Guys, if it feels okay, cross your legs and forward fold. If that's too much, just go to slump stretch. Uncurling the spine. Coming down safely onto the back with the weights either side. Take the ball from under your back. You might want it under your head or you might want a head block. Come on down. Hug the knees in and draw a circle with your pelvis. Go the other way, circle. Holding on to the right leg, slide the left leg along the floor. Holding here, opening the hips, circle right ankle around. Go the other way. And relax and change, 1 in, 1 out. Sliding away, opening the hips. And circling the ankle slowly. Nice full range. Going the other way. Bring the knees in. Good. Single leg stretch from here. Lift the head and shoulders up. And stretch. So stay here if your focus is more on your abdominals, or add rotation if you want to bring in the waist, and let go of the legs if you want to add strength. That may be in the center, or it may be with a rotation. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on, in and down. Lengthen away. Hold it there. Open the palms, stretch the fingers. Push the heels away and pull the toes back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the arms over. Draw the legs back. Feet and knees together. Arms out, chest height, palms up. Hip rolling with the ankle bones together. Knees to the right, head to the left. Breathing in. Breathing out, pulling down on the abdominals, coming up, going the other way. Breathing in, dropping. Breathing out, coming back. Let's have a couple more. Breathing in to drop and out to come back, perhaps a little bit further each time. You rotate, and then once you have been to the left side, come back to center. Can we go chi ball under pelvis, under the sacrum, tailbone in the middle? Can we take away anything that is under the head? Come onto the fingertips and lift the legs and balance here. Now making sure the knees don't come in because that rocks the pelvis. We don't want that. Knees over hips, either a toe tap to the floor or a single leg stretch away while the other leg is still, or you can continuously move one in, one out. You can take one or both hands off the floor. Pin the shoulder blades down. Option to scissor the arms, opposite arm to leg. Palms are facing inwards, thumbs on top. So maintaining pelvic and shoulder stability as you move. So focus on the ceiling, long, slow breath on the extension. Making sure spine doesn't move. There will be a gap under the back, but your spine should still be in neutral. Good. So let's have two more, nice and slow. Once you've finished your last one, everything comes down. We slide the legs away to the corners of the mat. And then the arms go to the corners of the room as well. Opening the palms, stretching the fingers. Can you just give your toes and fingers a wiggle? Brill. And then we bring the arms over. Draw the legs in one at a time. Lift the hips up, ball comes away. Brill. Can you roll onto the side of your body? That brings you to face me, please. So working the waist, I'm going to put my head on the hob. I have my ball nearby. Straight arms and legs. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Lift the rib away from the floor. I'm going to take a breath in as I breathe out. Two legs, one arm. So the arm goes all the way up. The legs are just going to lift maybe a foot and come on down slowly. So what I want you to think about is maintaining stability and shape through the spine. Spine not moving at all, there's no rotation on this. And we do need to be up on the hip bone, so if it's a bit uncomfortable, get a bit more padding under there, maybe fold your mat over or get cushion. Hold the next one up. Hold, engage engage your abdominals, scissor your legs. I'd like you to straighten your knees and start off with a small kick, but try to make it gradually bigger if your hips allow. So take your time. Keep moving slowly as you scissor. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet come together, down you go. Draw the knees in. Guys, take your top leg over your bottom leg, drop it to the floor, bring your hands together and see if you can open out from there. Now it's a bit more of an intense stretch, so if it's too tight, put your knees together, but if you can hold it there, hold it there. Turn the head as well. Close up slowly. And then bring that top leg heel to bottom if you can. Holding the ankle, lengthening the bottom leg, pelvic tilt underneath you if you can. Hold. And then release. Put your feet together, ball between the knees, draw them halfway in. So this time we've already released the chest, so let's see if we can go straight into backstroke. So stack your hips, palms together. Now if you want to do open door, that's okay. If you can do backstroke, go up, skimmer past your ear, roll your head across the hug, open out to the back, and then come all the way round and palms come back together. So once you're happy with the arm movement, think about the pelvis. Squeeze the ball, draw the belly button in, pull up on the pelvic floor, try to keep the bottom leg pressed into the mat. It's going to want to try and lift away from the mat. You need to press it down. Last one. And relax. Okay, let's do those 2 exercises on the other side. So either roll over or go down the other end of your mat. Head near the front of the hog. Ball nearby. Hips stacked. Straight line. Palms together. Taking a breath in, breathing out, lifting 2 legs, 1 arm, maybe the head, and coming down slowly. Breathing out to lift. So there's no rotation here. Keep looking straight ahead. So the shape of your spine isn't really changing. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked. You might get a little dip in the middle as you lift your legs up, and that's okay. Keep it slow. Exhale slowly and evenly as you lift. Inhale slowly and evenly as you lower. Last one. Lift and hold. And scissor. 10, 9, knees are straight, 8, 7, 6, keep pulling the belly button in, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Top leg over bottom leg and just relax there with a bend. So whilst that's stretching, palms together, Can you rotate out into open door? Elbows are soft, turn the head. And stay there. So just holding and breathing into that stretch. If it's a bit intense, come out of it or bring your legs closer together. One more breath here. Come on back and close up slowly. Brill, heel to the bottom. Knees together, lengthen out your lower leg. Bring your knees together if you can. Pelvic tilt underneath you. Hold in there. And release. Good. Draw the knees in. Coming into back stroke with the ball between the knees. Squeezing the ball, stacking the shoulders. Again, any shoulder issues, stay with open door. Otherwise, arm up past the ear, over the head, round to the back. Roll your head across the hug. Look over your shoulder and come round. So it's as big a circle as you can manage through that shoulder with a soft elbow. Make sure the head's turning. And then your focus is on the lower body. Squeeze the ball. Stack the hips. Make sure the bottom leg isn't pulling away from the mat. Now draw the belly button in. Can you connect up on your pelvic floor? So just breathing naturally as you circle. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 breaths to get there and back. Got 2 to go. Coming into the last one. And relax. Well done. Slip that ball away, please. Can you come over onto all fours with your hug? So we're going to come into plank next. So hands either side, we're on the thick part of the hug. So if you're not good on your wrists, you can be on your elbows, or you can be on the floor if you don't want to be on the hug. So transfer your weight forward, tuck your toes under, squeeze your glutes, and we're going to hold here. So we're going to do 2 planks in total. We're going to hold each one for 10 counts. And this first one is just focusing on your posture. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, keep your head in line with your spine. We're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, pull back and stretch. Hold it there. So coming forward again, you can either repeat what you've just done. You want to work harder, you can turn your hug around. Coming forward, holding the plank. So options, you can rock your hug, or you can pull your knee to your elbow. Slowly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Pull back and stretch. Well done. Hold. Draw the hands in. Support the body weight on curl. Good. Come on, back down onto your back for me, please. So I'm going to pop my ball back under my head, my block back under my head, and my weights either side. And come down, hug the knees in, and just give the pelvis a bit of a circle after that last one. And then can we go right ankle on the left knee, press the knee back, arms out to the side, and let's hip roll slowly, right and left. So keeping the right knee back, allowing all of the ribs to lift, but the shoulders to stay down. Turning the head in the opposite direction to the legs. Breathing in to drop, and out to lift. Changing legs. Keeping the knee back as you roll left and right. Breathing in on the way down and out on the way up. So 2 to either side. So taking your time, finishing off on the opposite side to where you started, and then picking your weights up to work tricep, please. So picking them up, pushing them to the ceiling, pinning the shoulders down. Bringing the legs to tabletop if possible. Single tricep press, coming to your ear with the dumbbell, elbow to ceiling. So make sure there is no shoulder movement. You can do opposite arm to leg, stretching away. If everything's okay, you can do double tricep, 2 arms, 1 leg. Let's go 4 more. Everything comes in and down. Get rid of those weights. Open knee, hip roll, right and left there. And then let's grab our band to finish. Right foot in the band. Pulling the elbows down. Sliding the bottom leg away, pushing the heel to the ceiling, holding there, good. And then swaying or circling the leg. Coming back to center and changing legs. Pushing the heel up, sliding the bottom leg away and holding that. Swaying or circling the leg. Coming back to center and then slipping the foot out of the band. Well done. Come on over onto all fours. And then let's just have a cat stretch here. So either holding in cat stretch or rolling through flexion extension if that's what feels good to you. So we'll all be slightly different through the lower back. And then coming into downward dog, toes are under, pushing back, and again either hold or foot pedal. And then walking in and rolling up slowly. Head coming up last. And then just stepping back there, breathing in, pushing up, breathing out to the right side, breathing in, breathing out to the left side, coming up and lowering down. Release your shoulders and rotate. Well done, folks. Come on in.